As we journey through life, few things become as precious to us as our memories, our ability to think clearly, and our capacity to connect with the people we love. With each passing year, we become more aware of how vital brain health truly is. We cherish every moment spent recalling stories, sharing laughter, and learning new things. Yet, as time goes on, many of us are faced with the sobering reality that cognitive decline and dementia are growing concerns, especially for those of us over the age of 60. Dementia is not just a word. It's a life-altering condition that affects millions of people around the world. It's heartbreaking to witness a loved one struggle with memory loss, confusion, and the gradual erosion of their independence. Tasks that were once simple, like making a cup of tea, remembering names, or recalling the details of a cherished family event, can become insurmountable hurdles. The emotional toll on families is immense, and the fear of facing such a fate ourselves can be overwhelming. But what if there were ways we could take action? What if, by making mindful choices about the foods we eat every day, we could give ourselves the best possible chance of protecting our brains and reducing our risk of dementia in our golden years? That's the question that inspired me to embark on a month-long challenge, one that involved eating a very special, brain-boosting food every single day. Why focus on food, you might wonder? The answer is rooted in science. Over the past few decades, an ever-growing body of research has revealed that our diets are intimately connected with our cognitive health. The nutrients we consume don't just fuel our bodies. They play a crucial role in supporting the intricate networks of our brains, influencing everything from memory and mood to the formation of new neural connections. Among the many foods studied for their effects on brain health, one stands out for its remarkable benefits: fatty fish. Varieties such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are rich sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These essential fats are foundational building blocks for the brain, supporting its structure and function throughout life. Let's take a closer look at why fatty fish is so special. Our brains are made up of nearly 60% fat, and a significant proportion of that is DHA, one of the very omega-3s found in abundance in fatty fish. These fats are not just passive components, they are actively involved in the communication between brain cells, the reduction of inflammation, and the creation of new neurons. In essence, they help keep the machinery of our minds well-oiled and running smoothly. But the benefits don't stop there. Numerous scientific studies have shown that people who consume fatty fish regularly experience slower cognitive decline as they age. In fact, some research has even suggested that those who eat fatty fish at least once or twice a week have a significantly lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. It's a powerful testament to the ways in which our daily choices can shape our future. With all this compelling evidence in mind, I decided to put fatty fish to the test. For 1 month, I made it my mission to include a serving of fatty fish in my diet every single day. My goal was not only to see if I felt any immediate changes, but also to share the science, the experience, and some practical tips for anyone who might want to take a similar step toward protecting their brain health. The journey began with a trip to the market. I found myself drawn to the vibrant pink fillets of fresh salmon, the glistening silver of sardines, and the rich, smoky aroma of mackerel. I wanted variety, so I stocked up on different types of fatty fish, fresh, frozen, and even canned, to keep things interesting and convenient. After all, one of the keys to making healthy habits stick is ensuring they fit seamlessly into your lifestyle. The first week was a period of exploration. I experimented with different recipes, from simple grilled salmon with lemon and herbs to hearty sardine salads and spicy mackerel tacos. Each meal felt like a small investment in my future, a delicious way to nourish my body and mind. I also began to notice subtle shifts in my energy levels and mood. Whether it was the boost of high-quality protein, the healthy fats, or simply the satisfaction of knowing I was doing something good for myself, I felt more alert and focused. As the days passed, I dove deeper into the research surrounding omega-3s and brain health. I learned that these essential fats are not produced by our bodies in significant amounts, which means we must obtain them from our diet. Fatty fish is one of the best sources, but few other foods can match its potency. While plant-based sources like flaxseed and walnuts provide some omega-3s in the form of ALA, the conversion to EPA and DHA in the body is limited, making fatty fish the gold standard for brain support. I also discovered that omega-3s have a remarkable ability to reduce inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a driving force behind many neurodegenerative diseases, including dementia. By calming this inflammation, omega-3s help protect our brain cells from damage and support the maintenance of healthy neural connections. It's like giving your brain a shield against the wear and tear of aging. Beyond the science, there's something deeply satisfying about adopting a mindful approach to eating. Each time I prepared a meal with fatty fish, I found myself reflecting on the importance of self-care and the ways in which our daily routines shape our health outcomes. It wasn't just about adding a single food to my plate, it was about cultivating a mindset of proactive wellness. By the halfway point of the month, I felt more motivated than ever. I had settled into a rhythm, alternating between different types of fatty fish and finding creative ways to incorporate them into my favorite dishes. I tried salmon scrambled into morning eggs, sardines blended into a zesty Mediterranean spread, and mackerel flaked over a bright citrusy salad. The variety kept things interesting and ensured I was reaping the full spectrum of nutrients these fish have to offer. Around this time, I also began to notice some tangible benefits. My concentration seemed sharper, and I found it easier to remember little details, like where I had left my keys or the names of new acquaintances. Of course, a month is a short window in the grand scheme of lifelong brain health, but these small improvements felt encouraging. They served as daily reminders that our choices matter, and that it's never too late to invest in our well-being. One of the most powerful aspects of this challenge was the sense of agency it gave me. Aging can sometimes feel daunting, especially when we're faced with statistics about rising rates of dementia and cognitive decline. But by taking action, by choosing foods that support our brains, we reclaim a sense of control. We give ourselves the best possible chance to stay independent, connected, and engaged in the years to come. As the month drew to a close, I reflected on all I had learned. Incorporating fatty fish into my daily routine had not only been delicious and satisfying, but it had also deepened my understanding of the link between diet and brain health. The science is clear. Omega-3 rich fatty fish is one of the most powerful tools we have for reducing dementia risk and supporting cognitive function as we age. But perhaps the most important lesson is that it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60 or 90, the choices you make today can shape your tomorrows. Each nutrient-dense meal is a gift to yourself, a way to honor your memories, your relationships, and your future. If you're considering adding more fatty fish to your diet, here are a few tips to make the transition easy and enjoyable. First, aim for variety. Different types of fatty fish offer slightly different nutrient profiles, and mixing things up helps keep mealtime exciting. Some delicious options include salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, herring, and anchovies. Each brings its own unique flavor and texture to the table. Second, don't be afraid to experiment with preparation methods. Grilling, baking, poaching, or even enjoying canned fish can all be part of a healthy routine. Adding fresh herbs, citrus, spices, or a drizzle of olive oil can transform a simple fillet into a gourmet experience. Third, consider convenience. Canned or pouch-packed salmon and sardines are affordable, shelf-stable, and easy to incorporate into salads, sandwiches, or pasta dishes. They're perfect for busy days when you want a quick, nutrient-dense meal. Fourth, pay attention to sustainability. Opt for wild-caught or responsibly farmed fish whenever possible. Look for certifications like MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, or ASC, Aquaculture Stewardship Council, to ensure you're supporting practices that protect our oceans and fish populations for future generations. Finally, make it a shared experience. Invite family or friends to join you for a fish-based meal, swap recipes, or even start a healthy eating challenge together. Building a community around wellness can make the journey more enjoyable and help everyone stay motivated. As I conclude this month-long challenge, I feel grateful for the opportunity to nourish my brain and body with one of nature's most powerful foods. Fatty fish is more than just a meal. It's an investment in my cognitive health, my independence, and my capacity to enjoy life to the fullest as I age. If you're watching this and feeling inspired to take action, remember that small changes can lead to big results over time. Start by adding 1 or 2 servings of fatty fish to your weekly routine and gradually work up from there. Listen to your body, pay attention to how you feel, and celebrate every step you take toward better brain health. And if you have personal stories or tips to share about your own experiences with fatty fish or brain-healthy eating, I'd love to hear from you. Our collective wisdom is powerful, and by supporting one another, we can all benefit. In the end, the fight against dementia is not just a medical battle, it's a deeply personal one. It's about preserving the moments and memories that make life meaningful. It's about staying connected to our loved ones, our communities, and ourselves. By choosing foods that nourish our brains, we are choosing to honor our past, embrace our present, and invest in our future. So here's to taking charge of our health, one delicious meal at a time. Here's to savoring the flavors of life, to learning, growing, and thriving at every age. And here's to the hope that, with each mindful choice, we can keep our minds sharp and our hearts full for many years to come. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May your days be filled with good food, good memories, and the joy that comes from caring for yourself and those you love. Let's continue exploring, learning, and sharing together, because our best years are still ahead.